The first time I came to Paris, I was a student. I just came for the weekend and I didn't really know what to expect, and I fell in love with it immediately. The streets, the cafes, the atmosphere, it really spoke to me, and I thought, maybe I was French in another life. And that's when I knew that I would live here one day, somehow, at some point in my life, and life did bring me here. My name is Kasia Dietz, and I'm a handbag designer. I also write a blog called Love in the City of Lights. I'm from New York, and I've traveled quite a bit, but I've lived in New York for over 12 years. And one day, I met a handsome Italian who was living in Paris, and I decided to join him to live our story. We're here on the Seine, on Ile Saint-Louis. The Seine is kind of the main waterway, and it's really the heart of Paris. This is actually a very romantic place. In the summer, there's picnickers everywhere. It's actually one of my favorite parts of Paris. In Paris, it's kind of like stepping into the past. It's quiet and serene and romantic and beautiful. We're now at the Marché Saint-Ouen, which is actually the largest flea market in the world. We're at the Vernaison, which is the oldest of the markets. Out of the 15 that are here, this one has the oldest treasures. This market's very known to have a mix of various items, making it one of the most traditional markets. There's all sorts of treasures to find in the 3,000 some odd stalls and shops that are here. You could spend your day lost amidst all this history and all these beautiful antiques. This is Chez Loisette, which is one of the oldest cafes, restaurants here in the market. Great for traditional French food and just an interesting ambiance. You really feel like you step back into time. We're now in Place de la République. It connects three great neighborhoods of Paris. So we're just on the border of the North Marais where I live and where I will happily give you a tour. The Marais became popular in the 60s. However, the North Marais was not really recognized, and just in the last 6-7 years, it's really changed a lot and it's become a destination. My favorite spot in North Marais, there's so many. I love Marché des Enfants Rouges, which is the oldest covered market in Paris. Really, it's really the neighborhood market that everyone kind of congregates to and comes to eat lunch and have a drink. This area is also considered to be very bobo, which means bourgeois bohème. Bourgeois bohème is a term that is used to identify kind of a certain type of Parisian who's both bourgeois, which is the more kind of upscale, elegant, and the bohème, which is the artist. Ça va?
Ça va bien.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe? This store is one of the places that I think about when I think of North Marais and kind of the feeling of the North Marais. It's art and fashion coming together. This store also chose my bags as part of his select group of artists displaying their work here, since some of my bags are hand-painted and all of my bags are wearable art, you could say. We're now at Merci, which is a great concept shop in the North Marais. They created a little world here, and all the proceeds go to charity, so that's the concept. It's very philanthropic. We're now at the Fondation Henri Cartier-Bresson, who's one of the most recognized French photographers and also the father of photojournalism. And we're here which was once an atelier, which is now the home of all of his work, which he opened the year before he passed away. He's actually one of the first to really capture candid shots in photography, so it makes him very unique. And there's a quote of his that I really love. Taking a photograph is putting one's head, one's heart, and one's eye on the same axis. So Paris is the city of love for many reasons. The architecture, the buildings, it kind of speaks of these stories of history, and it's actually embraced to walk with somebody, and it has the setting for romance. This is one of the first restaurants where my husband brought me when I moved to Paris. So I have great memories of it, and we like to come here often for romantic evenings. So I hope you enjoyed my tour of Paris. Come back again and fall in love with the City of Lights. Au revoir!